Why, hello there, traveler. Thank you for taking our side quest. I go by Corpse, and I'm joined here with my two lovely co-hosts, Erin and Chris. If you've never heard of side quest, basically all we are here for is entertainment. Much like a side quest in a video game, we're here to take you away from the main story of your life and take you with us on our adventures with our discussions. Our discussions range from video games to philosophy and, most importantly, our day-to-day lives as NPCs. So, without further ado, enjoy the show. Hi, guys.
Hello.
Hi. Okay, first and foremost, it's good. But first and foremost, I want to apologize for the lack of the episode last week. I was very busy, and I had a lot to do that required family attention, and I have just been exhausted this entire week. So yeah, but we'll get back on schedule now. So also, the file corrupted with the last one, so I don't really know what happened. I tried to fix it. I don't know what happened.
Technical issues.
Technical issues, yes. But
That's okay. It
Well,
happens.
whenever I'm involved with anything electronic, something always goes wrong. So
that's okay. So how are you
surprised
guys?
it took this long.
How are you guys doing? How's your week been? How's everything been?
I am exhausted this week.
Why?
It feels like are we in like Mercury retrograde or something?
I have no idea.
'Cause I'm just more tired than usual.
Let me see. Okay, but are we in it? I don't need to know what it is. March 14th to April 6th. So
Is Marzipan in retro?
no. Okay. How have you been, Chris? You've been kind of absent
good.
this week a little bit.
Yeah, I've been playing Star Citizen lately.
Okay, what game is that? I
He's
haven't heard of
been
it.
It's a game
Solo
that you
manning
would not enjoy at all.
Oh, okay. Noted.
Well, explain.
Yes,
Explain.
explain.
It's an extremely difficult space simulator.
Oh.
Like
Oh.
you literally climb into your own ship and pilot it, like physically.
You would be good at that. That is definitely a Chris activity.
Yes.
Yeah, it's extremely difficult. Like you basically use your entire keyboard.
Oh.
I don't know if I would be able to do that. You gotta have a certain span, like attention span for that,
Wait,
and memorizing buttons.
You mean you use your entire keyboard?
Yeah, there are
Um,
space games like that. I had an ex that
Uh.
used to play a game like that.
There is some keyboard, like some keys that you don't use, like the plus, minus, but the brackets are used, the almost every single button. And then there's also different modes, like left control, left alt, plus a combination of stuff on there.
Oh, no, yeah,
So
no.
yes.
So it's almost like you're actually playing spaceship. With all the
Yes, no,
controls.
like quite literally, like the larger ships, you have to have multiple people working on it. Like you'll have the pilot, and then like the current ship me and Chance are using requires technically 4 people, but we
Oh
are
my
able
God.
to use just the 2 of us. So there's the pilot.
Just the two of us.
Yeah. So there's the pilot. He basically controls the entire ship. Moving it, doing jumps and all that stuff. And he controls like mostly the main weapons. And then there's the co-pilot who has access to like turrets and another set of weapons. And then there's side gunners. Yeah, and that's only like a medium-sized ship. There's some that require like 12 plus players to fully utilize.
My God. Well, at least you're having fun with that. I don't know if I would have fun with that because, first off, that's a lot of buttons. Second of all, I am terrified of space.
The learning curve.
That feels like a full-time job.
The learning curve is intense.
Okay.
That kind of stuff suits you.
Yeah, he likes those games like that.
It took me a whole day. Like I had to take a break because I was like, this is frustrating me before I sat down and actually did it. So yeah, no, like the F button is going to be mostly used one. Like if you hold F, you can actually interact with like keyboards and stuff on screen.
Hmm.
And you know how some games, it's like Skyrim, for example. If you
Mm-hmm.
hop into a carriage, it'll just do like a black screen, and then poof, you're there. No, the moment you step into like a tram or like a train, you actually sit down and have to wait for it to go.
Huh.
That's actually pretty cool, though, isn't it?
Oh yeah.
So that's what you've been
And with
doing all
like
this week?
elevators, yeah, essentially last
Just
4
find
days.
space.
Huh.
He's got
I
a
might
full-time
stream
job.
it.
No wonder.
Yeah.
I might stream it soon. But no, for like the startup, you literally press F to sit into the cockpit, like the seat, and then you have to push push U to power on your ship, hit I to turn on your ignition, like ignite the engines.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
no, it's intense, and then you actually have to like so the hotkey is Alt N to call the station to get permission to leave.
Okay.
Which is luckily automated and not player controlled yet.
Oh god, is it a new
But
game?
no, it's been out since 2012.
Okay.
But it's
And it's
still
still
in
playable.
development.
Oh,
Like
okay.
You
they're
said
still
Star
coming out with
Citizen?
new ships. It's not even close to being done.
Huh.
The game I'm thinking of is similar, and who knows? It might be the actual same game we're thinking of.
Well, the games I've been playing lately
Game.
are just Assassin's Creed Odyssey because I'm a big Greek mythology like person. Love that. And then also I recently started playing Skyrim again because I have restarted that game 4 times and have yet to finish it.
Oh,
Valid.
I love Skyrim. I think I've said this before, but I'm a big medieval like fantasy person, and Skyrim was a good comfort game for me. I have been mostly reading this week, comics in particular and manga. I haven't really been playing any video games this week.
Okay.
I reread my ghost hunting series from the early 90s or late 90s, Ghost Hunt. And I wish they would have continued the story. I believe it got canceled. That's why it ended on such a weird note, but excellent.
Huh.
If
That
you
good,
need something slightly spooky, I mean, it's good. Is it top tier? No, but I mean, it is what it is, and it's entertaining. So
Valid.
What
I
was the
think
game
I
you were
started
playing?
reading Phantom Busters last night.
Okay.
It's a newer one.
Where are you
Wait,
reading
who
all
are you
these?
talking to?
Online.
Oh, online. Okay.
Cough, cough, pirating. Uh,
Don't do
I
that,
can
guys.
give you if
no,
okay,
we do not condone this.
No.
I do.
No, do not.
I do. I fully condone it. If buying is not owning, then pirating isn't stealing.
What?
Yeah.
Explain.
So, Steam, for example, you're only buying
Mm-hmm.
the license to play that game. Your account
Okay.
gets banned, you lose that everything. Okay? But if I pirate it, I own that. They can't take that away from me.
But you just said
They
pirating
could
is
technically.
borrowing.
No. Oh, okay, yeah.
Okay, so they could definitely take you to court.
Borrowing for an extended time.
Disclaimer: do not do this.
Yeah, do not do
Do not
this.
follow
Do
Chris's.
do
Do
not
not
do
do
this.
not follow Chris's footsteps.
What are you talking about? Hundreds of thousands of people already do.
We're not condoning it though.
But that doesn't mean we're not endorsing it. We are not allowed to endorse it.
Don't worry. They won't come after me. I'm not the one distributing them.
I suppose. But you are a symptom of the problem. Anyways.
Anyways,
I mean,
ignore
the
that.
moment they, well, the whole thing of like, why am I paying $70 for a game that I don't own?
I don't know how to tell you that
Exactly.
that's still wrong.
Exactly.
Someone put time and effort into this, and therefore you are paying them for their labor, essentially. If it's $35, that's
Not
fine.
really, because Steam takes a giant chunk, and their publisher also takes a giant chunk. They get pennies on the dime.
I would still just like to support no matter what.
But if
what
they
was I
make
gonna
a
say?
shit tier game, I'm not gonna support that. Now, my whole philosophy right now is if let's just say I borrow a game and I really enjoy it, yeah, I'll buy it.
Mm-hmm.
But with how games are nowadays, no.
My only pet peeve with
Why would I?
games nowadays is how fucking large they are.
Well, it's not that. It's empty, essentially, for how much space that is. Like indie games, yeah, I'll support those 100 times out of 100. But AAA games, it's all slop.
I beg to differ.
Like,
Controversy early in the morning.
Yes, I beg to differ. AAA games aren't bad.
Then you obviously haven't been playing many newer games.
I have been, though.
I suppose.
Skyrim is not a new game.
I'm not talking about Skyrim.
Okay, Assassin's Creed Odyssey is not a new game.
I'm not saying that. Okay. Hang on one second. Discourse. This is a very heated argument. Hang on. Okay, so all the new games. I'm just gonna sit
here in the corner and giggle at you guys.
So, okay.
Define a AAA game for me. Hang on.
Avowed.
I haven't played that.
It is dog shit.
See, I've heard other things.
It's basically, okay, so it's, yeah, of course they're gonna say that. No, comparing Skyrim and Avowed, basically the same game, different layout. Skyrim, what happens if you shoot an arrow in the sky?
It comes back down, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Exactly. You do that in Avowed, it disappears. You attack an NPC in Skyrim, what happens?
Everybody attacks you.
Exactly. Avowed, you can't even attack NPCs. Like, you can swing at them, nothing happens. Okay? It is an empty, visually
So are you talking
beautiful.
about immersion? Your immersion is broken for you.
Okay. It's
non-existent.
Yeah, and the combat, it feels flat. Like, Corpse, if you swing a sword in Skyrim, you actually can feel the weight of it,
Mm-hmm.
Like, if you miss, you're fucking,
blows.
Yeah. But with Avowed, it's literally, ooh, I swing. Like, there's no fluidity to the movements. It's also the story, it's bad.
Okay, and I raised another question. Is Avowed the only one you're talking about?
No, that's just the latest
it's the latest complaint, apparently.
But then there's Concord. Didn't even last a month, and they spent $1 billion on that.
I'm looking up all these.
Mm-hmm.
Concord. I don't see this game anywhere on
because they took it off. They literally got rid of it.
Oh.
Because it was doing so terrible.
They weren't gonna make money back.
Yeah, no, none.
You gotta feel bad for the developers though, because they probably had really high hopes for these kind of games and just it flopped.
Yeah.
Well, they don't pay attention to what people want.
Well, that's the way it goes sometimes. You have these visions and, nobody else sees
even
value
when they
in
give feedback, they don't listen to it. God, what else is there?
You know what game listened?
Skull and Bones. Okay.
Why have I never heard of these games?
It's made
Chris
by
has
Ubisoft.
a tendency to he plays things that are like typical.
Oh no, Skull and Bones is a huge
mainstream.
Thing. Extremely mainstream. It was made by Ubisoft. The people who made Assassin's Creed.
Oh, okay.
That game flopped. They had all the mechanics they needed from Assassin's Creed 4, Black Flag. It is a pirate game. Okay?
I'm looking at it right now. It looks pretty good.
Flopped. It looks good. Gameplay, non-existent. Have you ever played Black Flag?
Mm-hmm.
You know how you can board ships and, fight them?
Mm-hmm.
Non-existent in Skull and Bones.
You can also do that in Odyssey too. You
Well,
can
that's the
board
whole
them.
point of. Well, that's the whole point of a pirate game.
Exactly. They had all that shit 10 plus years ago, and they never implemented it into this game.
You would
That's
think.
a AAA game.
Who are the AAA companies so I can understand?
Ubisoft, Square Enix, they're AAA, but they don't really make much games anymore. They mostly do JRPGs. Who else is big? Blizzard.
Yes, Blizzard. Blizzard has
So
its
you're familiar
own.
with?
I'm familiar with Blizzard. Blizzard.
God, what else is there? EA.
I'm not a
But I think they
hardcore
got
gamer, so
taken
that's why
over.
I'm
I
not
think they got taken
participating.
over by another company. Well, they're big. Who fucking makes Call of Duty nowadays? Is that Blizzard?
I think Blizzard took it over. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So it was Treyarch then. Even Bethesda.
Bethesda. I know Bethesda.
Skyrim.
Eh.
Yeah.
Did they make GTA too?
No, that is God, who the fuck is that?
I think it is. Is it? No, it's Rockstar.
No, Bethesda. Rockstar. Yeah.
It's Rockstar.
God, who else is AAA? It was literally right on the tip of my tongue.
I think my problem with new games now, I think I'm understanding where you're getting from with the new games, but I also think a lot of new games are just being pushed out way too quickly.
Exactly. No, that
they're trying to meet a criteria that is unsustainable.
I mean, okay, here's the reason why I would always support indie companies. They're usually 1 to 7 people only. Okay. And they basically have to take out a loan, you know. But their games are typically good, and they'll give you a heads up like, hey, our game is not finished, okay, but this is what we got so far. AAA games have no excuse for doing early access at all. And yet they dish out slop. Like, yeah, this game's only been developed for like 3 months, but we have 100 plus people working on it. Here you go.
Well, and then I've heard kind of bad things about the way they treat their workers.
Like Repo, for example, fun game, right?
Only yeah, we were just playing. We were just playing today.
Oh yeah, I was not conscious.
It's
but
okay.
anyways, it's like 5 people. They actually care about their damn game. Most AAA game companies is like, we need to dish this out because that's what our customers want.
We need to meet quota.
Yeah.
What are some games from those companies that you have? Like, also, we forgot Riot Games.
Riot Games, yeah, that's Fortnite and...
No.
I think that's the only game they're known for.
Riot Games? League of Legends.
Right. League. Oh, yeah, League.
And Valorant. Epic Games, I think,
League had a formula, a good formula, but I think it lost its traction.
Yeah, sorry. I got extremely heated about things I'm passionate about.
Is it Epic Games Fortnite, or is that just...
Epic Games is Fortnite, sorry. Riot Games is something else. Yeah. I got confused. My bad.
I like League, but it's very overbearing for me.
Yeah.
You said they had a good formula.
Huh?
I was talking to Erin.
That was Erin.
What?
You said they had a good formula?
So, okay, I do not play League, so this is an outsider standpoint. League had a good formula, but the problem is that formula is kind of stuck, and so I believe the development of the game itself became stagnant, and I think that's why it lost a lot of
and also
players.
There's a lot of
there's only so many ways you can play it. It's the same format over and over and over and over again.
Not to mention
I think a lot of people get stuck in that.
Not to mention they're constantly adding new characters, and then the old characters get forgotten and they don't get get updated, and they don't get their buffs or anything like that. So if you want to play an old character that you loved, but there's like new characters out, then it's kind of like you're losing it a little bit. Like,
yeah,
it's just very difficult. It gets very difficult. That's a problem that I have with most like PvP games.
Valid.
Just because people get excited about certain characters and then they put all their focus on those characters, but then they forget the other ones that people like as well.
And then they get let down, right? Even if it does go up to their expectations. That's how AAA games is to me.
Okay, that makes more sense.
It's like
then.
I get hyped about it, and then it's just a major letdown.
Yeah, I understand what you mean from that.
And yet, some of my most favorite games are indie games, like made by a single team.
What are y'all's favorite games? Speaking of,
I have to open up my fucking Steam. Give me
So a lot of my hours are in Sims 4, Skyrim, and that's about it. A lot of my hours are in those games.
Okay, another example. Like
I have over 1,000 hours in both.
Yeah, EA makes The Sims, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's a buggy mess.
And Fable. Fucking love Fable. My favorite game.
Fable's good.
The Fable series in general.
No, so my favorite game that I will always go back to, and it's still in like the reason why I love this game, okay? Project Zomboid, okay? Yes, it has been in early access for the last like 8 years. However, the reason why is because they take years to come out with new builds, but that's so they don't release a buggy mess. Like they will not release something. They will even tell you, hey, we're gonna push this back until they get rid of most like 99% of the bugs. And even if you do find a bug and report it, it'll get patched out almost right away. Like I have over 1,000 hours in that.
Say the name of the game again.
Project Zomboid.
Oh, that little one. You know what I'm talking about? It's isn't it like you've streamed it. I can't remember how to explain it.
It's kind of top down, 2.3D. Yeah, but you can go inside buildings.
Yeah. Let me see. I'm looking through my Steam to see what is my favorite. I'm a story-based player, so I like RPGs, open world type stuff. Sorry, I have something in my throat. Excuse me. So I tend to go back to like those types of games, and usually they're kind of like the bigger, I guess you would essentially equate them to AAA games. So one that I will always fall back on, no matter what, I don't care, is Red Dead 2. I love that game.
AAA.
Yes, AAA game. It's fantastic.
See, that's
it's
an
beautiful.
example of a good fucking game.
They've spent so long on it though too, so.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. When I'm saying that companies are releasing slop, they have no soul into it. No, it's like a job to them, not a passion project.
Yeah. But Red Dead 2 would probably be the one that I always kind of fall back to when I don't really know what to play, because like I don't know, I just like the idea of being an outlaw and a cowboy.
It's a horsey game. It's a horsey game. You get to dress up and you get to like actually.
And
I can see. I have a lot of friends that love that because of like the horsey like simulator.
And what's another one? I quite like. Mind you, all the games that I'm gonna mention are probably like they're buggy, but the bugs add their own charm to them.
Like old school Oblivion.
Yeah.
Like.
Oh, has anybody done the remake yet? I know my husband's been trying to get it downloaded, but it's not working on our end.
But the other couple games is like Cyberpunk 2077.
Yeah, that started out as a fucking disaster, but they actually redeemed themselves.
Yes, I love it. I love the story. I love the city. I love the vibe. It's fantastic. Of course, Elder Scrolls, because I just like being able to climb up a mountain on a horse. And then Sims 4 it's very charming. You can put mods in it. There's glitches, but they're kind of funny. And then Stardew Valley.
Yes,
I'm a huge fan of mods, by the way.
Stardew Valley started out as an indie game.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, and it's good.
It's very good. It's very very cute.
Okay, small side quest, sidebar thing. I have not gotten very far into Stardew Valley.
It's
overwhelming. I have
overwhelming.
played it quite a lot. I've played hundreds of hours, but I have not gotten past the first year. I lose interest after that. So I haven't made it to the new islands or the new quest lines that they added in the last couple years. I haven't made it to that far.
That's okay. I feel like it's very much just a game that you play for a little bit and then you go back to once you're like, oh, hey, this is here.
Minecraft. You play it for 2 weeks straight and then you're done for a little while.
Yeah. I cannot play Minecraft. Can I tell you guys that? I cannot. Something about it.
Sure, I'm slightly judging, but
I cannot play Minecraft. Granted, I have it. I play it with my girlfriend. We do all that stuff. But
are you talking about main Minecraft, or because like if you don't like the actual main?
No, any part of it.
Why?
I don't know what it is.
Too open-ended?
I cannot play that game. I guess it is too open-ended in a way, whereas like I need like quests to do. I need to know.
Well, okay,
what to be able to do.
I have a suggestion. There are some mod packs that add quest lines in it.
Okay.
Like there are goals you have to meet. I will explain it privately to you later. But there are actual goals in certain mod packs that you have to follow. Like Douglas and I started one. We had to stop playing because it glitched out on our end, but that's our internet, not the game's fault. It was a Hogwarts like style mod pack. Like you start in like a magic school and stuff, and it had a full line quest line with it. But base Minecraft is too open-ended. I will give it to that, and that doesn't always mesh well with people. So there's no judgment on my end. You know, certain formats don't work with certain people, and that's fine.
It's too open-ended to me. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to create.
I don't know so many options we can figure out for you.
Yeah, it's a lot for me, but it's also nothing at the same time. Like my girlfriend, she can create so many things, and I'm just walking around looking at things. I'm like, I don't know what to do. So then I just watch her
some
build.
People use it for the creative aspect. Yep. Some people do the creative aspect. Some people like dungeons and stuff because there's certain mod packs that add dungeons. Others Douglas is particularly fond of the create mod pack, which is, you know, gears and machines and stuff. He likes doing that because he likes to create those machines and stuff. He finds it interesting. Other people do redstone and all of that. I like making little farms. There's these a couple mod packs that I like to do that you could sell like to people. They make like a marketplace and stuff, and you have to follow the seasons when you're planting plants and stuff. Farming simulator, but in Minecraft.
But yeah, so Minecraft is just something I cannot get into. I have it. I cannot get into it. My girlfriend, she can, like I said, she builds everything. So she built me an entire barn, a house, an underground aquarium, a freaking flower shop within like 2 hours. Like I went to bed and then I woke up and she was still on, and I was like, "What are you doing?" She's like, "Get on." So I got on, and she had built an entire city, and I was like, "What are you doing?" She's like, "I did it for you." And I'm like, "Why?" I don't even like
There's also this colony manager game called Mine Colonies that you might get a kick out of.
But yeah, is there a game that you can't get into? Anyone, please?
I can't do competitive. I can't do anything competitive. I get overwhelmed and frustrated, and then I'm not fun to play with when I get frustrated, and so I just don't. I play my video games so I can relax. So it's usually casual. Some of it can be difficult, but I mean, it's usually, and I know Chris is like fighting the urge to say skill issue, but like, I know my limitations, and competitive games are my limits.
I mean, if you find it a skill issue, then it's a skill issue.
Boy, that is not.
Exactly. I say what I said.
I'm disowning you.
You're not the only one.
No. All right. Anyways, Chris,
so one game I can't get into
Yeah.
I'm with Corpse on the whole. Like I play Project Zomboid, for example. There is no goal except for survive as long as you absolutely can. It literally says this is how you
there's
die.
dynamics that keep that going though.
Well, I mean, yeah, but with one thing. Oh God, what is one game I absolutely like? I tried so many times to get into, but I cannot do it. God, I want to say like, yeah, no, Minecraft is one of them. Like I've tried, even modded. It's just like I played it and it's just I can't do it. And I play games that have no goals, like so it's not the whole pointlessness of it. It's just I think there's just too much to do.
Like, and you don't know where to start or where to go.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it's kind of aimless. But that's why I like modded stuff, because then you can take games that are kind of open-ended and just kind of add whatever you want.
I literally play games where you add
I get frustrated though.
of mods to it. Like Project Zomboid, for example, vanilla game now, like because they recently came out with a experimental build. Oh, it's fantastic. They redid the guns and all that stuff.
Have you played with the farming yet?
Yeah, I've played a little bit. I accidentally ran over mini chickens, and that's
oh no!
We don't talk about that. Hey, look, they ran into the road. They tried to cross the road, but something, even in an apocalypse where I'm the only one alive, they managed to come across the only living person. Okay, I'm sorry.
What's one game you wish you could love?
I wish I could love.
I would love to play with you guys on Overwatch and that stuff, but I don't have the attention span and I don't memorize buttons. So I'm a button masher at heart, and Overwatch, you can't do that. You need to have kind of a plan on what buttons to push, and your reactions need to be a certain level, and I can't do that. I would love to have that ability, but I can't. I tried.
You know what? League.
I get it.
Or MMOs in general. Like, if I'm not playing with a friend, it's just like it's no fun. I don't understand how people can play like World of Warcraft like right off the bat and then get like absorbed into it.
Warcraft is not the same.
What are you talking about?
Because World of Warcraft definitely has they definitely have like what's it called, quest lines.
Well, yes, it has quest lines, but so do every other MMO. It's just it doesn't.
Do you not like MMOs in general then?
Oh no, I like playing with other people. It's just for some reason it's just you play one, you play them all.
I suppose. There's an MMO creator simulator game that I have. Forgot what it was called. But you make your own. You have to plan out the quest lines, and it's interesting, but it was too in depth.
And it's not about the grind. I literally played Final Fantasy for years. That is all about grinding levels and then continuing. Like, so the grind, I just literally put on like a book and just grind. The grind is not the issue for me. It is blandness.
Have you played RuneScape?
RuneScape, I used to. Again, it's one of those games that it's just like, bruh. Maybe it is just the MMO aspect. I don't know.
Maybe.
I haven't found one that I actually fully enjoy.
I had a game that I was thinking of that I was like, oh, I really loved it, but then I fell out of love with it. Oh, I know what it is. I had a game that I really, really loved, but I very much like fell out of it so hard. And it is Genshin Impact.
Oh no.
Valid. I've never and will never play that game.
That's fine. That's fine. It's a lot right now. And starting, if you were to try and start a new like game, how it is now, it's fucking insufferable. But so I played it from the day it came out, and I basically got until they had already done the I forget what it's called, Inazuma, and then they were getting like a new thing. So there was like this buffer period, and during that buffer period, I switched from having a PS4, which I still have, to building my own computer and doing all that. So then I tried to play it on my PC. I hated it. I didn't understand the controls, and I think that's kind of what threw me off of it. But also, it's a very grindy game, and you can only play it so, like, it limits you on how much you can play a day to, like, actually do things. It's a gacha game, but I wish I could still love that game because I would love to play it with my girlfriend who still plays it like religiously. But I'm not into it anymore. I really am not. And I spent so much fucking money on that game. I know it's a gacha game, but I spent so much fucking money on it. Okay, I wanted the pretty characters and I got them, but like,
I had a question for you.
Yes.
Sorry again, side quest.
You're good.
Welcome to the cult.
Welcome to the cult.
You refunded Inzui, right?
I did.
I was gonna ask you about that. Yeah.
I did. Inzoi, so it's supposed to be the Sims killer, essentially. I didn't like it when I played it. I streamed it for these two right here. When I first got it. It's very...
The character creation looks interesting, though. I just wish the rest of the game was as polished.
Yeah, the character...
I'm pretty sure they've updated it lately.
Yeah, they have, but it's very much a high-spec game. Even though for, like, the game itself, it's supposed to be, you know, like, no, a life simulator, like The Sims is. But it feels like an... I saw this comment on Reddit because I love Reddit, because I was trying to figure out the specs, because everything when I first got it, it was like the first day it came out, it was really glitchy, really grainy. It was just hard to look at. So I played a little bit of it, and then I went to Reddit to figure out like the specs, like what I need to do my settings at, which never got fixed. I guess my computer's just a piece of shit. But it feels very much like there's not, in my opinion, not really any artistic integrity in it. It's like photorealism influencer simulator.
Okay.
It doesn't have art. Yes, there's funny glitches, like the first day they you could run over the children. They have since taken that out, that you can no longer run over the children. But
that makes sense though.
Yeah. But it's just
they don't want to get taken down by Karen moms.
Yes. But I just
always ruining the fun of games.
But it's just not my type of game. I'm very much like, I like the artsy stuff. I like all of that stuff. I don't like that. I've been trying to see if I want to get it again, because I refunded it because yeah. But I'm debating getting it again,
because that would be funny.
I just want it. I think my computer is just a piece of shit, I guess, because the specs on that, like, you have to have a good computer and good software, whereas, like, I'm a Sims player.
I thought you had a good computer.
I do have a good computer, but apparently, according to Enzoid, my computer's a piece of fucking garbage.
Then I would never be able to play it then.
The Sims 4 is just so reminiscent. Like, it's creative, the art style. I like the art style of The Sims. It's just very funny. Whereas, like, I don't know, the Enzoy is like uncanny. It rides on Uncanny Valley for me of being too real.
Oh, then you're gonna hate Oblivion. The remake.
I saw that. I'm actually quite interested in that. I'm quite interested in it because it looks really good, but and not to say that realism isn't bad. I love realism, like Baldur's Gate, like the realism in that, it's very nice. But like a life simulator that's a little too real makes me uncomfortable.
So the character creation has been ramped up essentially.
Everything looks great in this game.
Make monstrosities.
No, that's okay. If it's fantasy, I'm okay with it. I don't know. I guess it was just that type of game that was just weird. It's like I'm like in The Sims, you're essentially God. So like, I was the god of the Enzoys, but it felt too real. I was like, this looks like a real person. It's very off-putting.
I saw a YouTuber playing it, and there's a way in Enzoy to change the texture of your house, and they made it into beans, baked beans.
Baked beans? Oh my god.
Their whole house was just baked beans. It was funny.
Goodness.
I thought I got a giggle out of it. Like the texture of the house was just baked beans.
Baked beans.
Motherfucking beans.
Beans.
Well, I mean that's the kind of creative like aspect that I like of certain games.
Yeah.
Like why not like let my house be baked beans?
I like mods, but then I also hate them at the same time because they will break my fucking game.
Well, I mean, you have to be smart about it, and I have broken my game a few times. We finally figured out why, because I recently wanted to get into Fallout 4 again, and it turns out it was something to do with a resolution that was breaking my shit.
Oh, okay. What's another thing? So I feel like I said this like either in chat or whatever, but I have the most hours on a game that I have is actually according to Steam. Hear me out. According to Steam, let me go through my recent ones that I've played.
Well, that's an NSFW game.
What is?
I'm looking at your profile.
Oh.
That's a porn game. No, her profile is not. That is not?
What is?
He's saying that you're Violet and Caitlin are not safe for work.
They are safe for work. You leave me alone. You leave me alone.
Well, Hades definitely not safe for work.
Baldur's Gate is the one that I have the most hours on because I love that game. I fucking love that game.
It's a beautiful game.
It's beautiful. I did so many mods on it and everything.
I've never finished it either. I've never finished.
Yeah, I've never finished either. But there's a reason for me not finishing. I had made it to Act 3, but then they did a patch update and my mods broke my entire game. And it took out the cutscenes with me and Karlak, which, excuse me, don't fucking do that to me. So then I had to figure out what the problem was. I basically had to use my, my figurine that's on my desk as my rubber duck to figure out what was wrong. I fixed the kiss scene, but then it wouldn't let me progress any farther in the game. So then I had to delete that save, and then I had to remove all my mods and start over again. And I have yet to actually play it again since then. So mods are both amazing and so soul crushing.
Oh,
because they broke my Baldur's Gate game, and so now I had to start all over, and I'm playing with different people. I'm doing like a different run, but I was like, I missed my original character.
You know what broke my Fallout 4 game?
What?
Eve the Radroach. It was a Radroach companion, and for whatever reason, as soon as I downloaded that shit, everything corrupted.
Oh my god!
Like I couldn't even minimize the screen. It was that broken. I had to force restart my computer.
The roach
it
fucking
was terrible. I did send a text to my husband because he says it wasn't the resolution, but he hasn't responded yet on what exactly broke. But he had to look it up in order to fix it. We finally got it fixed, but then I lost my momentum to finish my save.
Chris, were you
looking? Because as soon as he broke it.
What?
Were you looking at my profile?
No, I was joking.
How'd you know about Hades,
He's just
though?
pulling shit out of his ass.
How do I know about what?
Hades, though.
Because we share the
same
game.
Spying on you?
Oh, okay.
Oh, on Steam?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But did your
play dating simulators?
No. Did your husband fix your game?
Yes, he fixed it. But then I finally got Steve the Radroach to work, and he showed up and all of that. But I don't have the momentum to play. Like I said, I have not been in the mood to play games this week.
That's okay.
Last week, that was like 2 weeks ago, Erin, for playing Fallout 4.
I've been really in the.
But I'm glad I got it fixed, so now
Yeah.
I can play with. Because You didn't watch me play. I was streaming to my husband,
Mm-hmm.
but in the first few hours of me playing it, I was dragging around a rad roach everywhere I went. Like I would open doors, pick him back up, and walk through the door with him.
You're like, you're coming with me?
Come on, Roachy, let's go. I did. I like set him on the table. I put him in the sink. I put him on the toilet whenever I came into a room. Like I set him down and picked him back up and walked around with him. And then I was like, "Hey Douglas, do you think there's a rad roach companion so I don't have to do this?"
That's actually so funny. Why did you want the
I
roach?
went to my vortex because they're not terrible. I mean, it's either that or the giant rats, and
But
I don't
dog
know.
meat.
Cockroaches to me are a little better. Dog meat is a dog, and it's not the same. And I'm quirky, I guess.
So
I'd rather have a red roach.
yeah.
Well, and I've seen horror stories about dog meat like fucking shit up, walking into mines, aggroing people, not on purpose, but he wanders around behind you instead of stopping when you stop, and I'm not about that shit. If my dog walks into a fucking mine, I will throw my computer out the window.
You know what? That's fair. He's pretty aggressive. He's pretty aggro. My roommates played that
Like,
game.
I am crouching here behind a door when there's enemies in the next room. Why the fuck are you still walking into the room?
Yeah.
Fucking dog meat. I'm not about that. So I'd rather have a rad roach companion. I'll have to show you it, but it's so tiny, the little rad roach. And then we have a friend named Steve, so I thought I got a giggle out of it.
I think my problem with my like I love Odyssey. My problem with the companions is they die like the first battle they're in if you like fighting if you're fighting somebody, and I'm like, my lion.
Are they meant to be in battle? Are they meant to be in battle with you though?
They help
If
you,
they're that
yes.
low,
They help you, but I think it has to do with like
do you have to upgrade them?
I think I have to do my skill tree or something, but yeah, I haven't got to it. But I was talking to my roommate about it because she played Odyssey first, and she was like, "Yeah, you kind of have to level up like yourself in order to level up your yes."
You know what you would love? Sorry, ADHD brain. You know what you would love?
What?
Far Cry Primal. If you love like taming animals and like fighting bad guys, I think you would get a kick out of that game.
Far
Far Cry
Cry.
Primal.
Have any of you played Far Cry 5?
I have
I
not.
played 5 and 6,
I
4,
wanted to play
3.
Primal, but you can't play as a girl, and I refuse to play it if I can't be a girl.
Ironically, the only one I haven't played is Primal.
It's a Unga Bunga caveman, you know,
Yeah. Well, I
Far
know of
Cry.
it.
And no, I know, I was explaining it to Corp.
Oh, it's like prehistoric type thing.
Yeah. And you can collect herbs and stuff, and you can collect animal companions and tame them and then use them in battle.
Instead of just saying caveman times, you called them Unga Bunga. Okay.
Yeah, that's a inside joke in our household.
Oh my god.
Because Douglas made fun of me for reading there was this book series, Clan of the Cave Bear series by Gene All. And oh, your Unga Bunga book. Sir, quit making fun of me, and it kind of stuck.
Oh my god.
Also, amazing series. The Clan of the Cave Bear. Oh, hold on, I dropped my headphones. Hello, I'm back.
Welcome back.
No, Corpse, you should read that series.
What series? Sorry,
Clan of the Cave. Clan of. Okay, I'll give you a second.
Okay. What is it?
Clan of the Cave Bear.
Clan of the...
Big thick books. I think you'd like them.
Also, everything you guys have mentioned, I just want you to know, I've been writing down.
Oh, thank you. She actually cares about us and our opinions.
What have I been mentioning?
You mentioned... Oh, I don't know if it was you, but there's Ghost Hunt, Phantom Buster, Online, Project Zomboid, Clan of the K-Bear, and then all the AAA.
Far Cry Primal.
So
Yeah.
you're a fan of Sims, right?
Yes.
You might like Rimworld.
What is that?
Rimworld.
She sounds so reluctant.
It's essentially you can create characters, so to say. They're little like how do I explain this? A floating head with like a square body or whatever.
Is it space?
Not really.
Oh, it's like
I mean,
a little.
you essentially are stranded on a planet, and your ultimate goal is to build a colony, build a spaceship, and get the fuck out. But you don't go into space. Your characters just go poof.
Poof.
So the whole thing about it is like your crew members on a spaceship, but something fucking wrong happens, and you have to go to escape pods. And well, you don't start in space. Like it just shows you landing on the planet. So you start with nothing, essentially, except for whatever resources you want to start with. It's fun. I have almost 900 hours in it.
I feel like you've talked to me about this.
Yeah. It's
He's a big game advocate over here.
Hey, look, when I've spent over $8,000 in the last 11 years on games.
Oh, good God.
That's why he's so... Also, I love how this episode is just video games.
Hey, look, it's a passion,
This is our tism showing.
Yes.
Honestly, I think video games are one of the few things keeping me alive right now.
You know what, and that's fair. Oh. Some people have that.
What?
Mine is probably my cat. I love my cat.
I don't have animals I need to worry about. Like, it's either video games or food. You know.
Hey, and that's fine.
If mashed potatoes weren't, or potatoes in general weren't so goddamn tasty, I wouldn't be here. Okay.
You know what? Fair.
Yeah, I know. Chris and I talk about recipes all the time.
Erin, so
yes,
I want to round back to what you said about the Far Cry Primal, how you don't want to play it because you can't be a lady.
Yeah.
I've been going back and looking at Assassin's Creed and looking up if you could be a woman in it, and a lot of them you can't. And I'm like, I don't want to play you if I can't be a woman.
Well, so
I know
the whole reason why.
Let us finish.
Okay. Enlighten me.
The reason I want to play as a girl because I feel like I can get more immersed in it.
Yes.
I cannot do that if I'm playing as a man because I do not identify as a man.
Yes, I agree with that.
That's why.
I want to feel like my own, like I'm a part of this game. I'm a part of this game.
I feel invested because it's me playing as the Unga Bunga. Not as I'm playing as a man.
Yes.
So the reason why the old Assassin's Creed games you only play as a male is because that is your ancestor.
Ancestors are women?
I know. Most of the order, the Assassin's
Order,
didn't have women
DNA
in it.
is more direct than males.
Whatever. Anyways, I'm just explaining to you why that is.
Okay, continue. Let him finish. Let him finish.
Okay.
It's your DNA shit. It traces back the ancestry of hundreds of years. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That's why. Okay. I don't know why they didn't choose women.
I understand that, but like actual genetics, it's easier to follow a mother's line than it is for fathers.
Anywho.
She's got a point.
The male jump. Well, okay, and then I do have to give it to this. Only in the last 15 years have women been more of a presence in the video game industry.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's not only
kind of understand that.
Also...
It's unfortunate, but that is, kind of the thing back then.
And it's also most of the people who played video games back in the day were male dominant.
Yes.
Oh, that's literally what I just said. You literally just rephrased what I just said.
Industry.
No, she said community.
Yes. That includes who plays it.
No. Two major.
The industry includes people who make it and play it.
I will say this.
I'll fight you.
Okay,
let's just agree to disagree.
Hang on. Okay. Either way, men had a big part in video games in the past. It's just fine. Women have not just now, but I've been playing since I was a child, so I can't say that. But
we're more
noticeable now.
Verbal about it.
Yes.
That we're playing.
And then but I will say, so Erin, the women aspect, like wanting to play a woman in a video game, which is all fine and dandy. My roommate explicitly only plays males.
Yeah, because then you can also pretend like you have a pee-pee.
No, I don't know why she does.
Oh, okay.
I don't know why she does. That's not everyone.
Come back to us when you figure it out if you ask her.
I don't know why she does. I can't tell if it's because she likes men or if it's like that's just I don't know. I don't know. I just like playing the women. Like some guys also like playing the women in the games. They'll be like, I want to be this. But I just want to be me.
It has nothing to do with sexuality.
Sometimes
like,
it
for
does.
example, some friends I've played with who like being women is because they have more customizable.
Mm-hmm. And that's true. That is true.
Well, girls do tend to have better fashion in the games.
Also, it's a lot more sultry, and it is fan service.
Cough, 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 titty armor.
Mm-hmm.
Cough, cough.
Hey, there's a reason why you only need to protect the titty bitties, okay?
Because they're vital and they're a national treasure.
Exactly, that's where your heart is. You know, it's natural
I
armor.
don't care about the hearts. You could give me titties without the heart.
You don't need it. You could survive a gut stab. Stab to the heart? Nah, you're dead. Okay. Game over.
True. But no, I'm very glad that I still like video games as I've grown older. And it's all thanks to my father. So, yay.
The first game I ever played was Mario 64.
Oh, God.
The first game I ever played?
And then I got really into Pokemon.
So I've been playing games since I was like 4, okay?
Oh
yeah.
Oh
my God, I forgot about the Barbie games. I also played games as a 4-year-old. I played computer Barbie games.
I used to play like Gran Turismo 2. Siphon Filter. Oh God, like old school, old PS1 games.
Yeah, I played PS1
I think that's where I started. Then of course I had a Game Boy Color. Ironically, I never had the Game Boy Advance. I had a Game Boy Color.
Actually, the first game I ever played, oh man, I want to say like, I'm trying to think. My dad played a lot of Batman growing up on like PS1 and PS2, especially PS2. But I think I also played what is it? Pokemon.
Okay.
Pokemon, but I'm not interested in Pokemon at all.
Yeah,
That's okay. I only played the first few games and then I lost interest also.
I mean, honestly, if you played one Pokemon, you played them all.
Yeah, I was just gonna say it's the same struggle as the League issue that I mentioned earlier. It's the same formula. When you get stuck in the same formula, it doesn't really change. Pokemon Stadium though was fun.
I know one game I was really into.
Oh.
Resident Evil.
Oh yeah.
The director's cut.
That's fair.
Was for the PlayStation 1. It scared the shit out of me. Because,
Yeah.
you know, I was younger.
Games are fun.
Nintendo 64, I had Resident Evil 2.
Oh, very nice.
I played the shit out of that.
Are there games from your childhood that you want to play again? Because I will give you a couple of mine, and it will always be a part of my childhood because it just is. It's all of the Sly Cooper series.
Yes.
All of them.
I kind of got restricted to the age restricted only. Like So I played a lot of the Sly Cooper games. Played all of them actually. God, fantastic series. But when I was at my grandma's, okay, I didn't have to follow that rule. One game that I absolutely love, but it scared the shit out of me. Parasite Eve.
Oh, I mean that's not okay.
So
my
there's a scene in the second
scary
one.
Game. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, there was a scene. So you know how the PlayStation 2 had a little power switch in the back? Yeah, Yeah, no, so there was a scene in the very beginning of Parasite Eve 2, okay, of a woman basically transforming into a fucking monster. Like, you see her back, like, bones breaking and shifting. Fucking scared the shit out of me. I ran and flipped the switch off every time I came across it. Oh.
The poor boy.
Yeah, I will
Mine
actually
was
find that
Amnesia. The
Amnesia.
Amnesia game. That was so fucking scary. I got stuck on the basement level where you have to hop from box to box, and I'm terrible at parkour, and if you fall in the water, the monster gets you. I couldn't get past that, and I stopped playing.
Well, is it Amnesia: The Dark Descent or just Amnesia?
Yes, Dark Descent.
Okay. I know exactly what you're talking about, but it's also just because of Markiplier. Shout out Markiplier.
I thought it was PewDiePie who made that popular.
Who?
You don't know who fucking PewDiePie is?
No, I couldn't hear you. Yeah, PewDiePie made it popular, but he watched Markiplier. I watched PewDiePie play it, and I wanted to play it, so I cough cough pirated it because I was in middle school and couldn't buy games at that age.
I only have ever watched
couldn't get past the
Markiplier.
water stage.
I have only ever watched Markiplier. I have not watched any other person because they don't interest me like Markiplier does.
I watched all three when they first started playing all the way through high school, and then as soon as I graduated, I stopped watching all of them.
I still watch Mark every day.
Oh, I found the actual cutscene of the one that scared the living shit out of me.
Send it to us.
Alright. Share link. Yeah, copy. Doop. Should I post it in regular general or this one?
It don't matter.
This one's fine.
Okay, open chat. Paste. So yes, the main character is a female, by the way.
Okay.
We know.
Actually, I've never played Parasite Eve, so I had never heard of this game.
So it started out as a book, Japanese book, okay? The author was dubbed the Stephen King of Japan.
Okay.
They made a movie about it. It did okay. Not so much in the USA. Then they made Parasite Eve 1. That took off. Like, in Japan and in the US. And then, of course, Parasite Eve 2, and I think they made a third one, not entirely sure. Pretty sure they did, but yeah, no, but there's been plays of Parasite Eve. I can actually send you a whole video about Parasite Eve. It's a good fucking thing.
Okay, then.
But if you're watching the scene, the cutscene, you'll understand why I was like, what the fuck?
That's okay.
I can see why small child Chris would have trouble with that. That doesn't bother me.
Oh yeah, now it doesn't. It's just
the tiny child brain doesn't understand.
I mean, yeah, like I said, her back is like fucking bones are all breaking and.
Yeah, body horror when you're a kid is terrible, terrifying.
It is. I'm glad we talked about video games this entire time.
You could tell it's our passion. One of our passions.
Yes. So Chris, you said you might stream your game later. Do you wanna self-plug yourself? I can do it for you. But yeah, so he's on Twitch at twitch.tv /DeathReaper981.
I haven't streamed in like 3 months.
That's okay. That's okay.
Okay.
Alright, so copy.
I also have a Twitch stream. I don't use it
anymore. Foot traffic.
Yeah.
I also have a Twitch, and I don't also use it because I didn't get very many, and I'm terrible at games. So unless people want to come and watch me fail,
that's okay.
That might be my niche, is just being terrible at games.
we all have Twitches. Two of it, we really don't use them, but sometimes we do. I'm rarely ever on the internet anymore, but you know what? I have one.
Yeah, I just don't. It's like I want to stream. It's just the moment I get all set up and everything, the urge just leaves.
That's fine. That's fine.
That's just me though.
But yeah, if anyone wants to follow him on Twitch at twitch.tv/DeathReaper981, he's on there. I am twitch.tv/corpseflower, CORPESEFLWR. I don't stream on there, so if you want to follow me just for shits and giggles, go right ahead. Erin, do you have any kind of format that you would like to post yourself on?
I also have Twitch, but I forgot what my handle was, so we could just put it in post.
Okay, yeah, all right. Well,
I've only done like a handful of streams, so
that's okay. Alrighty. Well then, that wraps
well,
up
I hope
this.
everybody has a beautiful week.
Yes.
So stay safe,
Oh,
everybody. Whoever comes and sits with us for
well,
our little rant and rave about games today.
we gotta make a title.
Oh my god, yeah. Oh, we also didn't do Chris's sleep study.
Oh yeah.
I've actually got my sleep schedule on track now.
Good. Okay.
Ooh, that
To the
has to
point-
be.
That was
You're gonna
so
have to edit
loud
that,
it
put
cut.
that in the beginning.
That was so loud it cut out.
So
But
I've
I'm
actually
happy for
been
my boy.
going to bed around well, it depends if I'm absorbing the game or
10
not.
o'clock, 11 o'clock.
Yeah, around that range. But if I'm like hyper fixated, it might be like 2 a.m.
we need to come with a name, and then we need to leave.
I don't have a name, so I'll let Chris decide.
Oh.
Okay, she just cut out halfway through.
She disappeared.
Video game controversies.
Uh-huh.
Favorite games.
Uh-huh.
And childhood terrors.
Okay. All right then. No one knows what happened, but for some reason, Erin got yeeted out of the call, so it's just me and Chris. But anyway, you guys have a great day. I'm sure Erin would say the same thing, which she has, but yeah. What a fucking episode. All right, bye.
Bye.